After an atrocious year for gaming and, well, life, gamers and wrestling fans alike are looking to 2021 to stop the pain and give us what we want. Luckily, there have been some possible saviors for the community, and one of those that's been attempting to save wrestling altogether has been AEW. AEW has been changing the game for over a year now. Not you, not me, and not even my grandma can deny this. They are the fresh new company that wrestling fans such as myself absolutely needed to keep their love of wrestling alive. With AEW's major success, it was only evident that an AEW game would go along with it. With this, we all should know to live by the rule that a wrestling company is only as good as its video game that it puts out. So it is highly important for AEW to put out a good wrestling game. Fortunately for them, from what we've seen so far, they may have the right formula. But just in case, however, let's reiterate some things we all want in the new AEW game. Number 1. Multiple career modes. There's absolutely no doubt that AEW will have a career mode in its game. However, the question will be whether that career will follow the perspective of a specific superstar or a created superstar. The simple answer to this is do both. With a fresher roster to go through, the last thing AEW should be doing is limiting themselves in their first game, no matter how good the money smells for a sequel. Specific career modes following specific superstars in their stories or letting fate and randomness play out in a season mode are the ways to go. I'd love to see a story mode dedicated to the main event scene, mid-card scene, tag team scene, and women's scene. You've already failed Hikaru Shida once, AEW. Please don't fail me too. The story mode should also include alternative stories that can change in different chapters if you lose a big match. The story should still be able to progress regardless of the outcome of the match, just in different ways. You know, like No Mercy. Another great addition to the career mode will be free exploration with other superstars, which could in turn affect the story. I feel like this feature is often teased in wrestling games but never truly executed to affect the story. Whether this feature is in the game is good or bad, either way, it'll get played. Number 2. Every single AEW match type ever invented. Stadium Stampede, Casino Battle Royals, Diamond Dozen Battle Royals, Lights Out matches, Blood and Guts. If AEW has talked about it, actually, as a matter of fact, if Tony Khan has even dreamt of it, it should be in this game. Once again, the word of the day is no limitations. Do not limit yourselves, AEW. This first game needs to be a statement and a good one. Please, I can only take so much more pain. The only pain I like to be able to inflict is running over someone with a golf cart. These match types, along with several others, will keep the game fresh as people would have options as well as new match types to explore. The mechanics within these match types will be also important, but having the ability to select any of these match types in the menu would be a win within itself. So, AEW, just make every match you've invented. Right? Number 3. Sequences. I'm talking reversals, back and forth, the whole shebang. Everything should feel seamless and smooth and not like my grandmother's bowel movements. Still love you, Gran. The trailer teased everyone with the idea that you could reverse a one-winged angel into a Judas effect. And if this isn't in the game, congratulations AEW, you just gave a million people boo balls. I'm also entertained by the idea that two guys don't want to fall to the ground after taking a strike, so they keep kicking each other in the face until someone dies. Fire Pro Wrestling has done this in their game, so there's no reason why AEW shouldn't. It'll make for a more dramatic game, especially in simulation when the match has been going for 40 plus and both guys want that 5-star classic. Number 4. Creation Suite. I mean, we knew this was coming and you know we need it. I'm not saying the Creation Suite has to be cyberpunk extensive and it allows us to change the size of the Young Bucks' testicles, but it should at least have the goal of being better than 2Ks. The superstars in AEW get creative freedom, so why shouldn't the fans? I mean, the WWE superstars barely get any creative freedom, and it makes sense why the fans don't get that either in the video game. Because, you know, realism. I will say it again, do not limit yourselves, AEW. The name of the game should be No Limits. The more creative freedom fans can get with this game, the better longevity it holds and the higher possibilities to create something new. Probably to the point where fans will be creating the next AEW game for them. Obvious additions to create mode should be create a finisher, championship, create a story, entrance, arena, show. Anything that you can put create in front of and have it make sense should be in the game. I mean, for shit, the game can create a sandwich mode and I will give it 5 stars. I am also very open to the idea of having creations for specific wrestling styles rather than overall systems. If Cody is a 99 and John Silver is an 85, I'm going to get frustrated when John Silver loses all 10 times to the Cody cutter. As they say, styles make fights. So a style system would be a much better fit than an overall system. For instance, a guy like Brian Cage is a powerhouse with strength and agility, while Darby's an agile, quick as hell bumping machine. Their style should not only influence how the match plays out, but who wins and how. Darby would most likely win from a quick roll-up, whereas Brian Cage would most likely dominate the match from start to finish. This could lead to intrigue among fans about how many different ways a match could play out with certain styles going at it. Number 5. Update system. As far as contracts go, I don't know the output Yuke's needs to have for an AEW game because, well, I'm not a businessman. If a yearly AEW game is not required, then Yuke's can keep the game fresh by making annual updates to the game. Adding more superstars, updated arenas, new creation kits, casual look changes to the roster, etc. Monthly or even bi-monthly updates can help prevent the game from going stale as fast. Especially with all these new wrestling games coming out in 2021, AEW is going to want to be at the top of the food chain. This will also help fans stay optimistic to know that their first product they get won't be their last. So if something's missing from the game on release, it's okay. For now. Too much in wrestling can happen within the game releases, so just updating the game makes it easier for fans and less stressful when hoping that their favorite superstar doesn't get released before the next game. I'll always remember you. Here comes the pain, Jeff Hardy. Number 6. Impact inclusion. This is very unlikely, but including Impact Wrestling in their game would be a massive way to say, screw you, our game is better, we win. Having Impact in the game isn't something people are necessarily asking for, but it's the thing you didn't know you wanted and needed. I mean, who doesn't want to see Kenny Omega versus Rich Swann, or Sami Callihan hitting Eddie Edwards in the face with a bat? That happened twice. Ken Shamrock, or the Good Brothers and their shitty theme.
It is very shitty.
Big Luke Gallows wrestling, or Manic. They got Manic and Rohit, and they got Chris Bay.
Yeah, okay, he's pretty cool.
Number 7, GMO. I know there's a mobile game being created, but this is not an excuse and I don't care. GMO is the root of all joy and happiness in a sports video game. Nothing else on my list matters more than this mode right here. With the mobile game being, well, mobile, I won't necessarily be mad if a console version is not in the AEW game. I'll be furious. Kidding. The question will not be if, but how long the mobile game can satisfy everyone's bloodlust before Kenny Omega and Aubrey Edwards are being ripped apart by fans wanting a console GM mode. Also, if you can, please make GM mode online. A shared show rating system among friends to compete, invasion angles, plus the ability to shit talk all my friends in the party and tell them why their show sucks and mine doesn't, would be just, well, fun. I mean, really, has anybody talked about an online GM mode? Seriously? No one? Why hasn't this really been talked about? Okay. GM mode. Number 8. Ragdoll physics. This is something less likely to be in the game, but I believe that any game with ragdoll physics is a great game because it's funny. With various different ways to sell moves in wrestling, ragdoll physics doesn't seem like much of a stretch. I mean, why take the Judas effect with a back bump when you can do a whole backflip and damn near break your neck selling the move? Maybe instead of casually falling off a ladder, I want my guy to be like Joey Janela and go headfirst through the table. These are things that no one talks about, and I believe they should. Adding ragdoll physics also gives a reason for the game to include botches, because why not? If your superstar is putting on a 45-minute plus 7-star banger, they shouldn't be hitting a Canadian Destroyer clean. They should be hitting the sloppiest, most dangerous looking, almost dying, why would you even attempt this at this stage of the match, Canadian Destroyer. The ability to botch a move because your superstar is tired adds another layer of depth into the game, and it can give a cartoony feel to the game that often goes missing in wrestling games. So that was my AEW wishlist. Please feel free to comment down below what you guys think should be in the game, or anything else I might have missed that you want in the game. I'd love to hear your comments, and I'd love to interact with you guys. Please, if you like this video, please like and subscribe, and if you didn't like this video, please dislike the video and subscribe. Either way, it's great feedback to show me what I need to do better as an entertainer and what I can do to help improve this channel. And the last thing I really just want to say is rest in peace to Mr. Brody Lee. I'm gonna miss you very much. I think that you were great entertainment for the wrestling world, and you were such a skilled wrestler, such a skilled performer, and seems like a genuine all-around great person. So I hope you will be honored well, and I can't wait to play you in the video game So yeah, guys, have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you on the next one.